Good morning, all you fabulous people. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Hopefully, I fixed the mic clipping on this. Comment down below. Um, Code JCH still gets you a free month of Fyendal's Premium, where I find all these cards on kind of their market swings. I do 3 days or 7 days, depending on when the video frequency goes up. Great source, has EV tracker, market trends, etc. on Flesh and Blood. Great resource for anybody that's buying and selling Flesh and Blood cards. Subscriber count up to 703, huge boost. I guess the mic or the sound problems kind of solved some of that. Thank you guys for your continued support. Dorinthian Iron Song, the cold foil promo. OG cold foil promo. This is just the outside. It's up to 7 grand. There's only one here. These, I'm surprised one even sold for 1,700. Last I heard, these are like 600 to 800 ish. So one being here for 7 grand is a bit much. There's also been a couple new ones released in the market into the treasure packs, so watch out for that. Onyx Amulet up to 1,100. Last sold was like 725. Basically, they just sold up and went out. These amulets all seem to be around 1,000, give or take a couple hundred. 1 in 100 per each amulet is pretty spicy. Opal Amulet up to 1,300. Last sold was 900. This one especially seems to be gathering favor in the Kano crowd. Extra op 2 eye basically that stays out on the field is good. 1,300 for that. My boy Isaac has one for sale. Hit him up. He's on the private Facebook and Discord. Crown of Dominion Marvel up to 450. Last sold was 350. We were pretty much spot on with this one. This continues to go up. I wouldn't be shocked. There's only 2 left on the market. All the new heroes use it. We have new gold coming in the market. New sets, very hype. So Crown of Dominion Marvel up to 450. We'll see where it settles. It may come back down, may continue to go up. Crown of Dominion Rainbow Foil up to 195. There's one here left, and then the next is a cold foil at 225. There is 6 listings total here. These are all around 225, and then they go to 450, which 450 you might as well buy the Marvel, but absolutely crazy generic headpiece with gold start. I be careful out there. You are royal when you wear this, so you are susceptible to regicide. So, speaking of regicide, Arachne slipped through the cracks. Marvel up to 475. I think we sold one here at 3. Yeah. Nope, this is still a couple weeks ago. Must have gotten delisted. I think there was 1 here or 2 here that were like 350, 375 earlier in the week. So back up to 475. It will probably settle back again at like 350 to 400. So watch out for that. Riches of Triple Dahani is 376. This card is going crazy. High sale at 400. So we're at the top of that. The 335. This card, once again, being used in virtually all the new heroes, and Kasai, Victor, Prism even using this. So it's being used by a lot of heroes as a mainstay in the deck. So watch out for this card. It's also pretty rare to pull. It's a Fabled. I think it's 1 in 30 or 40 boxes. Don't quote me on that. So it is extremely rare. And extremely playable. So price tag is higher than I would like it to be. I mean, we're at above heart and now below eye. But I went absolutely crazy. I should pull it up. Yeah, I have a Phidia. See where it went. It's at 551. There's only a couple left since we checked in on this last video. 551 is down just a smidge, but once again, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then they're just gone. Kind of same with the gold amulet or gold Fable. Diamond Amulet up to 67, or sorry, 60 for the Japanese. They're up to 68 for the regular, and then they go up to 128. I still think this is the 60 price tag for me is too high, but if you're wanting to play Gravy competitively, this is probably an auto include in the deck. It just does everything Gravy wants you to do. But if you're on a budget, I would do a time snap, like I said, or just do another blue block 3 or some other kind of stuff in there. Maybe a back alley bright line, that kind of stuff to help cheat out action points. Instead of this, that's just extremely more budget on basically the same level of power. King Shark Harpoon, the rainbow foil. This is EA rainbow foil, is up to 76. Oops. And the EA rainbow foil majestics are hard to pull. Makes sense. King Kraken is lagging just a little bit at 65. Also EA hard to pull. Quiver of Bustling Leaves up to 45. This is the quiver of choice for Marlin, I believe. For the cold foil, the non-foil is like $2, so I'd pick that up if you're on a budget. Rainbow foil is $4 if you want the foiling, but $2.50 for a quiver majestic from Outsiders is pretty good in my opinion. Marlin, I told people that this was kind of fire sailing at 135, and look at that, all those are gone, and we're back up to 225, and even one sold yesterday for 225. Pretty crazy. Great looking marble. We pulled, or one of my locals pulled one of these at pre-release, and it looked amazing. Panamu Amulet up to 43. This was sold out last video, up to 65. Good one in Gravy. It's game 2. It gets a blue to your grave, but so it's good. I don't think $43 is going to be making a budget. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is probably, if you're in Gravy and this is the card you want to run, you're going to spend the $43 for a competitive thing. But I think there's once again budget options here. Health pot, hell, just a blue block 3 of any kind to replace this in the deck to save yourself some money until this comes back down. Don't get me wrong. The amulets are rare and they're really good in Gravy, but $43 for one card is hard to ask when it's just a deck card. $43 for the Rainbow Foil Tiger Stripe Shuko. It was down to like $30. Couple sold. Those were really cheap. Back up to $42. Unmovable promos up to $70. These are low inventory, basically, and I think they're sweet, and I think we're going into a go taller meta as opposed to a go wide meta, but we'll see where everything goes. Crown of Providence. Sorry, we've been talking about Crown of Dominion. Crown of Providence cold foil up a little bit to 255. I think the last sold was like 245, 240. Yeah, so it just went up a smidge. Great card, great cold foil. Cog in the Machine, Rainbow Foil, your Dash IO and Puffin kind of fatigue help. Rainbow Foil up to $13. Visit the Goldman Estate. There is one here at $175 plus 130 shipping, so it's like $3 for one. Then it goes to $5, then it's $7, and then quickly $9. So watch out for Visit the Goldman Estate. I think Victor's pretty good in the meta. So watch out for that. Gold Kiss Rum, we mentioned this last video, is down to like $4. I should have bought some. I ate my words again. It's up to like $9. If you're playing the new heroes and making rum, this is pretty sweet for $9 in my opinion. Still, it's rare from the treasure packs. Visiatronic Model I, Rainbow Foil, your Arcane Barrier as a Mechanologist up to $22. Evo Mockbreaker Marvel up to $36. I think just one sold basically. Yeah, one sold at 22 and it's back up to 36, which is around where it was selling previously. Gold the Tip up to 757. Marlin Gold Generation is needed for CC. This is kind of one of your key cards. The only kicker is it's a yellow arrow, but you do your goldfin harpoon, and it goes up. And then we got rainbow foils here at like just $1 or $2 more. I'd buy the rainbow foils, and that's like all we have left on the market is rainbow foils. So watch out for the non-foil gold the tip. It's gonna go up. Riggermortis, the buy box promo for High Seas, is down to 15. Somebody listed them at like $50, so they're just down. These I think will settle probably around 15. I think is probably actually pretty fair because it's a 3. Rigger's definitely a 3 of in every deck I've seen, as well as they're just rare, unlike the Arachne allies where you only need 1 of each. So you need 3 of these. So these will probably command a higher price. So watch out for the buy box promos. Pearl Amulet down to $6.45 is okay if you can give your allies or something go again. As well as this can help reset like Gravy's ally or Gravy's ability. I think this amulet's pretty good for Gravy. This is the one at $6 I'd throw in over one of the other more expensive amulets. Untapping your hero ability to help you filter more allies in your hand is definitely very helpful. And it's blue and has the same effects basically. Treasure packs. Basically, if it's not being played, it is plummeting to the bottom of the sea. Shoot, even Conqueror, the Majestics have gone down a little bit. Stillwater, Saltwater Swell up to $33 or $37. Good gravy, $36. C4 Salvage is interesting to me. Is this one even really seeing play? Turn a card in your graveyard face down in a grave. Oh, this is gravy hate. Okay. Murderous Rabble. This one's warranted. $24 is very good. The Tipples are all very good, but I think they're a bit overpriced. I'd buy the Rainbow Foils. And then we got the kind of the bottom of the barrel here. The Expeditions. We've got Cogs at 94 cents. I mean, this is going to be your average treasure pack. There's some that still haven't even sold that plummeted to the bottom. So be careful with treasure packs. I mean, you got your highs, you got your amulets, you've got your legendaries, etc. But you also got your extreme lows. Sharpened Senses, Rainbow Foil down to $5.29. Might be a good time to pick up your foils on those because the non-foil is like $4. So might be a decent time to pick up Rainbow Foil Sharpened Senses. Sea Lace Sarong down to $28. It just keeps going down. We're at the low basically of $27. This one I still think has more prominence to it. We'll see where it goes. I just think it hasn't been explored that much. And I think this is the absolute steal of the deal. Steal of the day. Teklevasen Meckerpotent non-foil, $16. A legendary for $16 on a hero that probably is due for some support. I would watch out for this. I might even buy these. There's a 3 here. I might even just pick those up. And then there's 5 from Little Bird Games under $20. Legendary from Bright Lights. Bright Lights hasn't had that many openings. It's just nobody's playing Teklevasen. So, Gravekeeping, the promo. I think this is the promo for the side events for this season. $50 for the Rainbow Foil. I've seen some listed at like 40 or like not quite 30, but and they're not really selling, so I would hold off on these. These are a great card for Gravy Hate, but I don't know if we're quite there yet as needing to just have your sideboard as Gravy, but especially not at your local level, I wouldn't guess, but maybe at the pro level. He's hard to run, so the more mistakes you make, the more exaggerated it gets. Sapphire Amulet down to 1,050. None have sold on these, which is just weird. This one is one of the prettier ones in my opinion, and also I think one of the better. +1 intellect, but it does take your action point and doesn't have go again. So that's kind of hard, but Uh, it's a turn ender to get an extra intellect for next turn, so you could have 6-card hand if you arsenal. Amethyst Amulet sold out, but this is interesting. Somebody got one for $200. Shout out if you did actually get this Marvel Amulet for $200, because that's a steal. But it's not listed. I just wanted to bring up that $200 sale. Rosetta Thorn, gold foil down to $245, which is pretty crazy. I really don't see that many gold foils down in the $200-300 range. I know some of them are getting there. The gold foils are interesting. I know this one's outshone by the Rosetta Marvel too. So Verdansk Marvel back down to earth a little bit. $305 for the adult Verdansk. High sale is at $225, so I would hold off on this still. $269 for BGS 9 might not be bad. I would still try to get closer to like $250 if you're absolutely in the market for a Verdansk Marvel. Puffin Hightail $154 for an adult Marvel a week out. I think is pretty good. Puffin just hasn't really shown us her mainstay really, or her true power. She seems pretty crazy in the Talent Star games I play against her. I just get run over, but yet to be seen. 155 for that. Polycranka, the Marvel Legendary from the treasure packs, 287. We're at that high sale price, 150. I think these probably settle at like 200 or 250. Card gorgeous. But Polycranka. Sealay Sarong down to 126, about where I thought it would end up. And really only 3 sales. I still think this has room to fall. There's a ton of listings and not very many sales, not very many pickups. I would hold off on your Sealay Sarong cold foil as well. Gold Baited Hook, Rainbow Foil, 87, I think is a pretty fair price on this sucker. I think this is the best in slot for all the new heroes. The only argument you could really have is Puffin doing the Tinkering Rings, but I think that's preferential treatment. I think Rings is definitely good in a faster gameplay, which is what she wants to do most of the time, but I think Hook in a slower gameplay is definitely going to yield you quite a bit of resources, but it's best in slot for Gravy and Marvel, and I'm pretty sure. Gravy 100%, but so thank you guys. Have a fantastic day. Bye.